Hi, everybody. I'm Brooke Whitebread with Baird Water. Thank you for clicking through this week. As usual, I'm here to give you the residential real estate updates, right? I want to make sure that you guys have as much information at hand as you can in order to make the right decision when it's the right time, where, and how, right? So hopefully I can give you enough information. If I'm not the one helping you through this process, but at least I can give you the information so you can do it and do it correctly. So today I just want to talk about the homes that are for sale and how they are rapidly disappearing, right? I mean, there's a lot that's going on right now, right? There's the challenges of 2020 that we've all have lived through and are currently living through and trying to get through. We're hoping that there's some light at the end of the tunnel. But overall, the real estate market has done very well. And buyers are continuing to take advantage of the super low mortgage rates that are out there and that have been there, right? We talk about this constantly. I have more buyers than I have sellers right now, and it's teetering the market and what we have. And that's kind of what we're going to touch on today, right? So one challenge for the housing industry heading into the winter is dwindling number of homes available for sale. We've been saying this. That's just, unfortunately, that is where we are these days. But chief economist from the National Association of Realtors has said there's no shortage of hopeful potential buyers, but inventory is historically low. I know this. And fewer new sellers coming to the market, while greater than usual number of buyers looking for homes, causes inventory to continue to evaporate. We've seen this. We came into the pandemic already low, and now we are really super low. I mean, we're struggling to find the homes for the buyers that want to move. And I have talked on prior topics on why it's a good time for you as a seller to move, right? So there's multiple reasons on whether we have to move. Pandemic, we need more space in our homes, whether we are just downsizing in our lives right now. Whatever the adjustment is, there are some really good benefits to sellers selling right now. And I'm going to go into that in just a minute. But the one major indicator of the industry uses to measure housing supply in the month's supply of inventory. So month's supply refers to the number of months it would take for the current inventory of homes on the market to sell, given the current sales pace, right? So right now, historically, 6 months of supply is considered a normal real estate market. Going into the pandemic, inventory was already low, right? Remember, I said that just a minute ago. We went in low, and as the year has progressed, the supply has reduced even further. So now we're suffering. So what does this mean for you buyers, right? So you got to be patient. We have to be patient during your home search right now, right? It may take a little more time to find the home that you love, but once you do, be ready to move forward quickly. In order to do this, we need you to get pre-approved for a mortgage ahead of time, right? So be prepared to make a competitive offer from the start. Understand how the shortage in inventory has led to more bidding wars. We are in this situation now where we've got so few houses. We've got one that 3 people like, and we're all bidding on it, right? We need you as a buyer to make sure that you are pre-approved so we know what that price is ahead of time. And when we go into the negotiation tables, we can make that offer right off from the beginning, right? Or if you see a house, we can make that offer immediately. We don't have to wait for you to go get pre-approved and then come back. At that point, in this current state, that house won't be there. So that's why we're trying to tell everybody, you've got to get pre-approved ahead of time before we start looking. Because when we look, excuse me, and you find that home, we need to jump on it immediately. In order to do so, we need you pre-approved so we know what we can offer. And then from there, we need to calculate just how far you're willing to go within your means to secure the home that you truly love, right? So you need to know if this is what you're approved for, within this range here, what are you willing to spend in order to get a home that you love, right? So you buyers, that's what you want to make sure you do. Make sure you're ready, prepared, so when you come to a home, we can make an offer if need be. So what does this mean for the sellers? Realize that in some ways you're in the driver's seat, right? It's a seller's market right now. So when there's a shortage of items, at the same time, there's a strong demand for it, the seller's in good position to negotiate, right? Whether it's the price, the moving date, the possible repairs, anything else, right? You'll be able to ask for more from a potential buyer at a time like this, especially if you have multiple interested buyers. So now we don't want to be unreasonable or unfair. That doesn't benefit anybody in this situation. But just understand, you probably have the upper hand, but don't get crazy with that. We still want the deals to go through, and we don't want to be unreasonable. So bottom line here, the housing market will remain strong throughout the winter and heading into the spring, but know what that means for you, whether you're a buyer, seller, or doing both, right? Know where you stand, know what you have, get prepared if you're a buyer beforehand, and make sure that you set yourself up for success. So again, thank you for joining me this week. I'm Brooke Whitebread. I'm with Baird & Warner, and I'm living the Chicago suburban life, and I hope to see you soon. Bye-bye.